So, after a wild ride this week, the big question heading into the weekend is Krispy Kreme stock ready for round 2? DNUT started the week quietly, barely on anyone's radar. No major headlines. No earnings news. Just another beaten-down consumer stock trading in the low $3s. But then, out of nowhere, it took off. The initial spark came from a nostalgic 88-cent donut promotion to celebrate the company's 88th birthday. It wasn't a fundamental shift or a surprise report. It was a feel-good PR move. But it went viral. The story picked up steam on social media. And more importantly, traders started noticing that over 30% of DNUT's float was sold short. That's when the momentum kicked in. The stock surged more than 50% across Tuesday and Wednesday, fueled by short covering, options flow, and growing attention from retail traders. But here's what most people missed. Even after the momentum cooled, Krispy Kreme still finished the week with a 41% gain. That's one of the strongest weekly moves in the entire market, across all sectors. It didn't happen because of a new product, a buyout rumor, or a shift in guidance. It happened because the market got a taste of DNUT's potential, and retail traders moved in. Now sure, the buzz has shifted slightly. Opendoor, Open, seems to be the current favorite in meme circles. It's getting more social mentions, more volume, and it's sitting in that sweet spot between underdog and breakout. But what that means for DNUT is actually opportunity. Because when the hype fades from one name, retail traders almost always go hunting for the next one, especially heading into a new week. And DNUT has already proven it has the ability to explode. Here's why it could still be setting up for another move. Number 1. The short interest hasn't gone anywhere. Around 30% of the float remains sold short, which is massive. That's not just a risk for the shorts, it's potential fuel for another move. If we see a spike in buying pressure on Monday, whether from retail traders or speculative option activity, that short squeeze pressure could reignite quickly. Number 2. The price action into Friday's close was solid. While a lot of names faded late in the week, DNUT held its ground. It didn't break down. In fact, it finished the day green and even bounced a bit in the aftermarket. That quiet strength shouldn't be ignored. Stocks that don't roll over after a big run are often the ones that surprise everyone when volume returns. Number 3. This weekend is when retail sentiment can reset. Traders who missed the move earlier in the week are going to be scanning watch lists, reading posts, and watching videos just like this one, looking for which names could run next. If DNUT starts trending again, even just a little, the narrative could flip quickly from that one already ran to that one's about to run again. There's also the psychology factor to consider. Meme stocks are often driven less by valuation and more by narrative momentum. If DNUT becomes the one that's next, it doesn't need fundamentals to move. It just needs attention. And that attention comes fast when people see a stock holding gains, staying volatile, and carrying short interest north of 30%. Let's take a step back and compare this to other classic meme stock setups. GameStop didn't explode in one day. AMC didn't either. They had waves, initial rallies, cool-down periods, then second and third legs higher. DNUT could follow that pattern if the right mix of volume, sentiment, and options flow lines up. Now of course, let's be realistic too. This isn't without risk. If volume stays low, if retail traders stay focused on other tickers, or if Monday opens soft, DNUT could drift or even give back some of its recent gains. That's the nature of these trades. They move fast in both directions. So if you're in this trade or considering it, it's important to manage your risk and have a clear plan. Here's what I'd be watching heading into Monday. Pre-market volume. If DNUT opens with strong buying interest and starts pushing above key levels like $4.60 or $5, that could signal a breakout is brewing. Social sentiment. If DNUT begins trending again on Reddit, X, or Discord, even subtly, that often precedes a sharp price move. Options activity. Pay attention to whether new weekly call contracts are being bought heavily. That's been a big tell in other meme stock rallies. Also, keep an eye on how Opendoor performs. If it begins to fade or loses momentum, DNUT could quickly become the next target as traders rotate into something with fresh potential and a proven recent run. So, was Krispy Kreme just a one-hit wonder this week? Or is it quietly building for a second wave? With a 41% gain locked in, high short interest still hanging overhead, and a stable finish to the week, DNUT absolutely deserves a spot on your weekend watch list. Whether you're in it for the memes, the squeeze potential, or just the chart setup, this is one stock that could surprise again early next week. Let me know in the comments, are you still holding DNUT? Are you buying the dip, or taking profits and moving on? Make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss it if round 2 kicks off Monday morning.